Hello. How y'all doing? It is Self-Care Wednesday, and I have a lot to yap with y'all about. So join me in my self-care while we yap. My room is kind of a little bit messy. I've had lunch and everything. Desk kind of all over the place. Bed kind of all over the place. I did go walk to Walmart today and bought a few things, like toilet paper and deodorant. I was out of those, so definitely needed those. Restocked on that. I also bought this. Such a good scent. Oh, I wish I could smell this through here. If y'all ever go to Walmart or something and you see this scent, smell it. It smells amazing. It smells amazing. My other one was just plain vanilla, and I love anything vanilla scented. Ugh, it's like one of my favorite scents. But like, it is so good. I'm so excited to put this in my little Scentsy thing because I literally just have like a thin layer of wax. We're gonna do our self-care Wednesday. What I'm gonna do first is my bath. I always start with a bubble bath. I have a little setup that I'm gonna put my laptop near and everything, and we're just gonna watch an episode of One Tree Hill and take a bath and just relax. My knee definitely needs it today because yesterday I did walk about 5 miles. Without the crutch, mind you. Should I have walked that long? Probably not. Yesterday was like the first day I actually really walked far. Literally yesterday walking 5 miles probably did way too much. But then again, I was like, you know what? I gotta prepare for the festival and everything. But yeah, no, I walked to Walmart today too, and on the way there, it was fine. It was like a 20-minute walk, but then on the way back, like halfway, my knee was like, it felt like it started to give out and everything. So as soon as I got back from Walmart, I haven't really done anything. I did cut up some shirts. Anyways, it is currently 5:30. It is time to start our self-care Wednesday. Period. Sunday when I was spring cleaning, I remembered I was out of bubble bath. So unfortunately I did not get to take a bubble bath tonight. That is going to be put on our grocery list for this upcoming week and everything. But I did find this whenever I was spring cleaning. It's just bath, body, and massage oil. I don't know where this came from. I can't remember if I bought it or if someone else bought it for me or what. What I've been doing is every night I'll massage my knee, especially after my exercises and everything. So that's kind of helped with getting it bent. This is as far as I can go without the brace on. I don't know what this is. Definitely past 90. We're gonna sit here and massage this real quick and just, yeah, while we do this. First, also I did put this in the bath. I don't know if I said that, but I did put this in the bathtub and it smelled really good. And now, like, I don't even have to put lotion on afterwards. Weird. Oh. Monday when I had PT, he brought out the metal scraper again, which was not fun. It was not fun at all. Yeah, he brought that out again because he said that it helped so much last week when my other physical therapist did it. He wanted to try it out this time, and we did get it to 120. I think I'm 2 weeks behind essentially and everything. We finally got it to 120 degrees bent. I did get it to 115 by myself. So I honestly, after seeing them massaging it and everything, I've kind of put it into my exercise routine now. Like anytime, especially before bed, like the nighttime, I will massage it and everything right before bed, which has helped tremendously. And then I'll massage any other part of my body that I've noticed that has had some cramps and everything. My calf has been, for instance, one of my muscles on my other leg that has been very like tight and cramping and everything, just because I obviously use it way more than this leg. And so I'll like get my massage gun and I will put the massage oil on this, kind of rub it in, and then I'll just use my gun to get in to all the cricks and crannies of the muscle, you know. And it kind of feels good to just give it a massage. So Monday, we literally, when we went to PT, did do the TRX bands with me going down into a squat, all the way down as far as I could. So, and I almost got to the ground, but not all the way, unfortunately. I do this for about, I'd say 5 minutes, especially over the incisions and everything. It hurts, but all right, that's about 5 minutes. And I do need to do this cap. So we just cleaned that out. Oh, it smells so good, so good, so good. How do you, I've never actually, oh, right, okay. Perfect. Okay. Oh, it smells so good, so good. I'm so happy that I got this. And $2? Yeah. What do we have next on our agenda? My eyebrows. Also, I will say, Sunday, I did a spring cleaning. I tell you, I spring cleaned. Everything was out of all cabinets, all drawers. My closet was literally all thrown on my bed. Everything from underneath my bed was all out. Like, there was really no room to walk in my room Sunday. Like, I had the door blocked. I could not physically get out anywhere. But I obviously, we fixed it. I don't mind what's on the bed right now. I need to clean up all of that. That is just all from today, because from part of my spring cleaning on Sunday, I found a bunch of t-shirts. I think I want this shirt actually to be a part of it. But I cut up a bunch of t-shirts that I haven't worn in a while. For instance, this is one of them. Also, I'm not wearing the brace. It hurts, but I know this area and I know where to walk and everything, and I'm trying to like get used without the brace. I don't know, I get scared. I do have to be very cautious, but the brace on my leg, it becomes suffocating. It literally becomes suffocating. Anyways, when I was cleaning out my closet, there was like 2 bags that I have to go to Goodwill and everything, because I did when I moved in here in November, I did like the hanger system where you put the hanger backwards, and then if you wear it, you put it forward. And so there was like some hangers that were put backwards whenever I was cleaning out my closet, and a lot of the shirts, like t-shirts wise, I was like, I could still wear this, but as a like cut off or something like that for the summer, like when I go and frolic into the woods and the river and things like that. So one of them was this shirt, and I did cut it as a cropped muscle tee. Love it so much. It's one of my favorites that I did. It's like 8 more of these shirts. So that's what I did today after I got back from Walmart. And I think I'm gonna do this shirt actually. This is one of my night shirts, but I have so many night shirts that I feel like I can do this one because I need more colors. Literally all the shirts that I did, I have one gray shirt and then all of the rest of them are tan or white. So back to the original story. When I was spring cleaning, I thought I lost this headband. And so I've been using, I don't even know where I put it. I've been using that yellow headband. I think y'all saw in a couple of my first videos. Hate that headband, hate it so much. I eventually found this one though, and I thought I lost it. I really did, and I didn't. And so now I'm so excited that I have it back. My little crab. So now we're gonna do our eyebrows. Eyebrows are like the worst part of my self-care. I hate doing my eyebrows, but I will say now that I've kept up with it weekly, they're not that bad. If I go like 2 weeks though, it's like the worst thing ever. So oh my god, I can smell it's starting to melt. It smells so good. Oh my god, this is, I think this is my new favorite scent. I done with the eyebrows. And then this is the face mask that I use. It's just a charcoal face mask. Also, I didn't buy this. This was given to me, and I've been using it. Thank you so much. I do need to wash my face because I didn't wash it in the bath, so. Okay, face is washed. Also, this is the face wash that I do use. Unfortunately, it's not what I typically use. I typically would use Native, but I did have to do this face wash just because it was a cheaper brand for me right now, and I ran out of my other face wash. I literally used every single drop of that, but I did have to buy a new face wash, and we're balling on a budget here because I'm not working. So let me tell you about my week. So Sunday, you know that I did the Sunday cleaning, right? Monday we had PT. And then me and Ari hung out all day long on Monday, and it was a really fun, healing Monday, I think, because child healing is what I mean. Like, it was such a good day, such a nostalgic day, such a, like, oh my god, I loved Monday. Then we went back to Ari's house, and we then walked to the grocery store, which was like, I think half a mile away from her place, and we went and got us a little lunch and everything. I did go over to her house because she needed help finishing off her Easter desserts that she got from the day before, since Sunday was Easter. Family and everything bought they had a bunch of desserts for Easter, so she was like, I need help finishing these off, and I was like, girl, I got you, I'll help you. I love sweets. But before we went and ate the sweets, like, we went to go get ourselves some drinks. I had a Red Bull and then some like nostalgic candy. I got these those little wax soda bottle things, like with the juice in them or whatever. I used to get them at Cracker Barrel all the time. My granny would get them for me all the time. Those are very nostalgic. I got those, and then I got these Tootsie Rolls, the fruity Tootsie Rolls. I should have known I was fruity when I was growing up, because I would prefer those over the regular Tootsie Rolls. I just, yeah, should have known. Definitely glass door for sure for me. And then the dessert that we had that I helped eat and everything, we had strawberry shortcake, blueberry lemon bundt cake, so delish, and 7-Up cake. I forgot all about 7-Up cake. Oh my god, when she said that she had that, I was like, no way. Like, that just unlocked a whole childhood memory of mine that I forgot I had. This is not the best, but it's a basic charcoal mask. And then I think we're supposed to put it or keep it on for 10 minutes. So I need to set a timer. What time is it? Okay, 6:53. And then while this is on my face, I did buy fingernail polish remover, and I'm going to remove these, and we're gonna paint our nails. So I also bought a clear coat finally for my nails, because I've just been using this, my just black nail polish, just one coat of black nail polish on my fingernails. So 98 cents, Walmart. But yeah, no, Monday was so nostalgic. After we ate the desserts, Ari had like a bunch of sidewalk chalk, and I have not used sidewalk chalk in forever. What am I looking for? But I haven't used sidewalk chalk in forever, and so oh my god, this is getting tight. Should I be talking with this on? But yeah, she brought out the sidewalk chalk, and it's been literally years since I've had last time I remember using chalk, and so that was so nostalgic for me. How do you get this open? So fun. Oh my god, all the things that I did draw though were for Pinterest. It's so hard for me to have a creative side, I swear. I do try, but I put my own twist on it, I will say. But yeah, that was so much fun. And then I hung out with them for the rest of the night, which was really fun. We just talked and hung out and had dinner and everything. And then I came home and went to bed. Why is this like, oh my god. Nails and face mask done. And now it's time to go paint my nails. I changed my screensaver on the back of because it's spring now. So I figured I'd change it to a more springy mountain view instead of a winter one. Nail polish time. My eye is literally watering because my hair poked it. Anyways, so after my spring cleaning and everything, literally went through everything, organized everything, got rid of things that I didn't need anymore. Some things were actually hard to get rid of, but I did get rid of things every Sunday. I used to be very into crystals, so that's what I'm trying to get back into. And so every week, I don't know if you noticed, but I do have a different crystal in my necklace. And it's because on my Sunday rituals, before I go to bed, before I do my night routines and everything, I will like set out all my crystals, I'll light incense and everything, like do tarot card readings, and then I'll meditate, and then I'll like hover my hand over a crystal, and like whatever my hand, I don't know, attracts more energy. I can feel it. That's all I can say. I don't know if this is the right way or if it works for me. And this is what I used to do when I was kind of into crystals and everything in like 2021. This is when I got this deck. It's my tarot card deck, the Mystic Monday Tarot. It's been a while, and I think 2021 was like the last time I really touched this deck, which, mind you, last week when I did my crystal, I had this one. I don't know how to say it. It's basically a stone of transition and change, which did happen last week. I definitely felt a big transition in my life, a good transition. And so this week, this is the crystal that came up, and this is what it is. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm not even gonna try. But this stone is basically connected to spiritual beings on another plane of existence. And it's a healing stone. I was reading it and it said to place on your third eye. Recently, I felt such a big change coming, and I've known that a change is coming, a good change, like a lot. I have a great feeling that a lot of good is about to come into my life. And so I'm just really excited about that. Which, mind you, last year, it put a lot of things in perspective for me, which was very much needed. I went through a lot. And one of my coworkers at my job, he literally was like, because I kept coming to work and I was just so drained and for months on end and everything. And like a lot of my coworkers like saw that. And so one day, like I just kept coming to him about my car problems, and I was like, dude, we got to get this solved. Like I just feel like everything is piling up on me. I'm just so stressed, like nothing is working out in my favor, nothing, like all this blah blah blah. And he like looked at me and he was like, listen, just know the more bad things that keep piling onto you means the more good is to come. And that has stuck with me ever since he said that. It's the truth. Last year, I'm telling you, so much stuff was put on me. I'm talking every week, if not every other day. Like it was all like just one thing after another just kept piling onto me. I felt like I just couldn't get a grasp of just one thing. Like it was like as soon as I was about to start this one thing to figure it out and get it fixed or whatever, something new came that was a more bigger priority. Hence why my car isn't fixed yet. Hence why I still need to go get I don't know what it's called. It was like an evap hose or whatever. I don't know. There's a leak in it and it messes with my gas tank. That's all I know. Could be wrong. This is just what I was told. I don't know. Plus my battery's dead. Whenever he told me that, I just kind of took that in as my mindset. It has like helped me a lot. And so lately I have been feeling just, my body has been telling me, I've been feeling in my gut that like, and in my heart, the good is about to be here. And, you know, I don't know if that's true. I am putting all of my trust in the universe. This is why I'm doing like these tarot card readings every week and everything. I am just putting all of my trust in the universe. And I just, after this week's reading, it's coming and I'm so excited. Literally saved this reading because it was just so mind-blowing and everything to me. It was crazy. But these are the cards that I drew for my first four. Judgment in reverse, and then the Tower, and then Two of Wands, and then Four of Wands. And then I always look at the bottom of the deck for like what my overall week or whatever is gonna look like. You wanna know what I drew for the very first time in this deck ever? I was so scared. I literally looked at this and I was like, what? There's no way. Let me just read it to you. The very first sentence literally says, no, you are not gonna die. Thank goodness, because I actually want to live now. I was so scared. But it literally says, no, you're not gonna die. It's just a common misconception of the death card. Death indicates an end of an aspect of your life, which can range from a job to a relationship. Death must occur in order for you to have a new beginning. That's crazy. That is so crazy, because last week, I forgot to tell y'all this, but last week when me and Ari went fishing, this guy, he passed us and then he walked a couple steps and like stopped, and then he like turned back around and came back to us, and he was like, I don't know what or why or whatever, but I felt like I needed to give y'all this. And he handed us these coins. And when I first got mine in my hand, mine literally said, remember you must die. I was so scared. And then I flipped it on the back and it says, remember to live. But the fact that like I saw "Remember you must die first" on this coin, I was terrified. I was terrified. I didn't know what this meant. He was like, I'm not gonna give any explanation or whatever. I just felt like I needed to give these to y'all, blah, blah, blah. And I was hiding my scared. I was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. That's so cool. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, for real, thank you. This is like very big eye opener. It's gonna stay on my trinket shelf though and everything, because I do not want to mess with it. It's a great reminder. I just don't want it. I don't want to flip it or anything and then me die. So the fact that it literally said death must occur in order for you to have a new beginning. Also, new beginnings. Hello. Crazy. This is crazy. It's all adding up. So much good is about to come. I'm so excited. Literally the bottom, it says there is no life without death. So I immediately got up and looked at this coin and realized this is what he was meaning by it, or that's what I'm interpreting it as, because in order to live, you must die. A door must close in order for a new one to open. And that's what I've been doing. Like, I'm transitioning. I've closed a lot of doors. I've done a lot of work on myself, and I finally feel like things are about to get good. That tarot card reading Sunday, wild, and I'm here for it. I love it so much. I forgot to mention this also. Last Sunday, my childhood best friend moved 2 hours away from me, where I used to live a couple years ago, mind you. It's making me want to move back there now. But my childhood best friend from kindergarten moved 2 hours away from me, and she came and visited me last Sunday. I also loved hanging out with her, loved catching up with her. I cannot wait to see her again and hang out. Tuesday, I had myself a little day. I literally took myself on a little coffee date, and then I took myself to the park and drew a lot. Mind you, I need to show you my drawings. I'm very proud of them. I can't do my nails worth shit. So Tuesday, I walked to the gas station at first because I thought I was going to get something there, but then I walked in and I was like, actually, I think I want coffee. I think I'm just going to go to the coffee shop. So I decided to leave the gas station and then got to the coffee shop. Loved the vibe there. I sat outside. I read. I actually did read, and I comprehended what I read. Read 2 chapters, period. And then I did 2 journals. These are the 2 journals that I worked on. The anxious attachment, which I only have 3 more exercises to go in this one. So excited, so excited. And I actually read through a lot of this and everything, and I can just tell how much I've grown, and I'm very proud of myself. So proud of myself with this one. And then do it for yourself. This one was actually talking about rituals and everything, like most important to you about your rituals and things like that, which my self-care ritual is what I put in there, and then also my Sunday rituals with my tarot card readings and everything. That is very, very important to me. I never want to miss a Sunday with that again. I'm happy that I'm getting back into that. But these are my drawings, and I'm so excited. I know they're not the best. Look at that. But I'm so proud of all my drawings that I did. That's a taco because we had Taco Bell on Monday. That's when I drew that. And then the Taco Bell. Yeah. But yeah, so cute. I loved how all of it turned out. And then this one, I only got inspiration for one thing, and it was the lava lamp. And that was it. Everything else was me. That was all me. And I'm so excited about it. And then on the other side of this page, I wrote some poems when I went to, after the coffee shop, I sat there for a good, I think I was there from 1, I think, to 4. And then at 4, I left and I walked to the park. And that's when I did this page of drawings. And then I wrote a poem. So excited. I'm very proud of this. After I left the park, I walked downtown. I went into some stores, like the record store and everything, just to browse. And then I came home and my knee was about done for. It was very inflamed. It was very mad at me. So I did take a bath and I didn't do anything for the rest of that night. I chilled. I literally laid in bed, elevated my leg, iced it, and I ate dinner, and that was it. I did not do anything. And I got back home at 7, I think, 6:37, I don't know. I've come to realize that I really enjoy my alone time. I love hanging out with my friends, don't get me wrong. I love, my social battery is actually coming back up and everything, but I think that's because I'm also taking the time to have my alone time. I like hanging out with myself. I am starting to love myself. The other day I actually came to my senses that I like told myself I love you. And I was like, oh my God, and I cried. I cried a lot, I journaled about it. It was nice to actually look myself in the mirror and like be like, hey, you're doing amazing. I love you so much and I am proud of you. When I said that to myself, mind you, I was not the best person. So I used to think I was a bad person. I am a good person, but I've made bad decisions. I always dwelled on the past. I always like made that as my excuse as to why I wasn't growing, as to why I wasn't getting better. I was like, this is how I was raised, so this is how it's gonna be. Girl, no. And that's what I'm learning right now. The person I was a year ago, that's not me. If you knew that person, that's not me. Hello, my name is Cameron. Nice to meet you. I'm a whole different person and I love myself for that. But there are things that I do regret in my past and that I'm working on and becoming a better person. I was never a bad person to begin with. I just always thought that, but I never was. I made bad decisions, especially in relationships. I didn't communicate well. Instead of listening, I got defensive. Instead of sitting down calmly, I would raise my voice. I would get an attitude. I would do it was not a healthy. I had toxic traits and I'm working on that. And that's why I don't even want to be in a relationship right now. I made myself a promise for my year of being 26, which I turned 27 in July. So my last birthday, I told myself that I wanted to be single for a whole year. Even after my birthday this year, I truly don't want to be with anyone right now just because I enjoy my company. I enjoy being by myself. I actually love who I am becoming and everything, and I'm building my foundation. I am building a life for myself. But I also told myself I don't ever want to get into a relationship again unless I am fully healthy, like all around. I don't want it to be rushed. I feel like all the past relationships I've ever had, there was never a friendship first. It was immediately like, okay, let's date. I talked to you for a month. Okay, let's date. No. We're not doing that this time. The next relationship I get into, I want it to be the last one. Not saying that's gonna happen. I mean, I don't know what the universe has in store for me. But anyways, I've realized that I've made mistakes and I'm working on those mistakes, and I really can't have those mistakes define me anymore because that is not who I am anymore. I want to get my nice self back. I want to get my bubbly, giggly, my stupid little funny self back, you know? I will say, in the past, I've been selfish, and it was wrong. I was selfish because I wasn't listening to anyone. I only cared about my problems. I only cared about me. I really didn't hear anybody else out. And now I'm becoming the person that, like, I want to be there for others. I want to listen to others. I want to, like, help others like I used to. In the past, before I lost myself and became selfish, last year needed to happen. It did need to happen for me to figure out who I am, what I want in life, things like that. Anyways, that is all to say that I am finally loving myself. I love who I am becoming. I love the people who I surround myself with now. I just love my life. It is all coming together and everything happens for a reason, and I am putting all my trust into the universe and everything. I'm so excited to see what the future holds. But also I know I do need to still stay in the present. And that's what I work on every day, is like literally being present every single day. So yeah, life is getting good. I am finally discovering who I truly am. I still have a lot to go, obviously. Life is just really good right now. Well, besides everything else that is happening. Outside that, that's kind of scary. So I deleted social media for 3 months, I think. I deactivated it all. My Instagram and Facebook are still deactivated. I do not have those. The only things I have is Pinterest and TikTok and YouTube, obviously. I didn't realize how much was going on in this world, and that is a scary thing right now. I really hope our country gets back on track. Jesus. I'm finally getting my life back, I feel, being there for others, being there for myself. I make sure I stick to my boundaries no matter what. I love taking myself on little dates. It's so cute. My quality time is very, I hold that close to my heart. I don't ever want that to be taken away again. Nails are done. They look very bad. I am done with my self-care for the night. I do need to go make dinner. I'm not hungry, unfortunately, but I know I need to eat, so we're gonna try to scrounge up something. This rest of the week, oh my god, we have so much. Saturday, we have a rugby match, a home rugby match, so I will be able to go to that. And then Sunday, I saw on TikTok, it was like a local person on my TikTok or whatever, and she was like, hey, if you live here, you should come out to craft day at the park one Sunday, blah, blah, blah. Message me for details. Hello, I love crafts. It's a 30-minute walk to the park. I've already looked. So I'm gonna be there. I literally messaged her and I was like, hey girl, I wanna go. And so she sent me the details and everything, so that is gonna be Sunday. If it doesn't rain, I'm really hoping it doesn't rain. She said if it does rain though, she's gonna reschedule it. I'm really excited because this is me, like, I'm gonna be getting out of my shell a little bit. I'm gonna be meeting new people. I'm gonna be making crafts. I'm so excited. Oh, and then Sunday, Euphoria comes back. I'm so excited. It's definitely gonna be a lot different though this season, and I'm kind of sad about that, but I'm very happy about Euphoria coming back because I love a show where I'm caught up but it only comes out weekly. Like, it reminds me so much of childhood whenever I would, you know, get home on a Friday night and there would be a new show, Hannah Montana or Was Really Way Place, or like Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, things like that. Like, it kind of reminds me of that, and so I'm very excited about Euphoria Sundays now. This week has just been an amazing week all around. I have learned a lot about myself. I have closed some doors that needed to be closed for a while now. And I am just trusting in the universe, and I am keeping with myself and doing things that make me happy, hanging around people that make me happy, and just living life and loving life. Just really happy with it all. So I am so happy that you joined me for the Self-Care Wednesday. I know I yap a lot. I yap so much. It's kind of why I wanted to do this YouTube channel. So just so excited for this journey. Thank y'all for joining me for this journey. I am so thankful for every one of y'all. If you made it this far, again, thank you so much. It helps me out a lot. The more I get my views, the more like watch time I get and everything, it just kind of helps me be able to eventually get paid with this all. So that is the end goal in this, because eventually the reason I started this all so early on, for one, because I'm discovering myself, but for two, the end goal is to have this channel as like a traveling YouTube channel in my van that I plan to buy in a couple of years. Just travel around the world if the world is still here after all of this chaos that's been happening. Stressful. I hope y'all had a great week last week. I hope y'all have a great upcoming week this week. Do something that makes you smile. Just do something for yourself this week. I love all of y'all. Thank you so much for staying tuned and joining me on this journey. I hope y'all have a great week. I will see y'all next week.